Best of Ireland, this is Sligo. I think I found my favourite pub in Sligo.
It's simple living. That's where our love of Enniscrone developed.
Cheers to Enniscrone.
Everybody knows everybody in Sligo. It's pretty terrific.
You've got all the beaches, you've got the mountains, you go hill walking, surfing, cycling.
The music, honestly, there's world-class musicians around every corner and every pub.
We have surf on our doorstep. We've got like Knocknarea Mountain to hike. You're kind of living your best life in Sligo. Come here.
Sligo is one of the most beautiful parts of the country. It's on the west of Ireland and has some of the most beautiful views, beautiful beaches, wonderful people, beautiful pubs. I'm talking real, authentic Irish pubs in Sligo town and on the coast. This is our plan. We're going to stay in Sligo town and then we're going to go out to the coast. We'll start with the pubs. Here's the best pubs in Sligo. If you're coming to Sligo town, there's no way you can visit Sligo town without stepping into this pub. This is Connolly's. So Paul, how old is the pub?
It actually dates back to 1780. So in 1780, we have the original front door. That was the old living quarters. There's a couple of arches in the bar. It would have slanted down into the river, so that's all reclaimed land. And we extended down the front.
And do you have a favourite part of the pub?
The old shop. So you have all the bits and pieces, all the drawers. The famous tea bins from China. Would have been a very busy port, so all the dockers would have come in. The old ledgers where people would have come in, done their weekly shopping on credit and would have came back and paid for it.
I wish they still did that now. You just come in at the end of the week.
That's
Pay
it,
your
it'd be great,
bill.
wouldn't it?
Oh, I see the books as well. You've got Ali Dunworth's Irish Pints,
Yeah, there's a few
the Irish Pub,
books.
the Dublin
Irish
Pub.
yeah. The guys from the Dead Rabbit were in. Three of Sligo's finest in there. Thomas Connolly, Shoot the Clothes, and McLynns.
Tell me about the snug here.
It was an old office around 25 years ago. The old post box out here in front. Thomas Connolly's up there looking over all proceedings. That's the only known photograph from Thomas Connolly from when he was mayor of Sligo in 1890.
This is one of the most famous snugs in the whole country. And if you get it, you're very lucky. I would say if you get this snug, you don't really need to leave it. Just stay here for the night. This was one of your most recommended pubs in Sligo. It's Hargadons. And I have been here before and I can confirm that the snug in here is one of the best snugs in the whole country. It's beautiful. I think it has to be top 3 most beautiful snugs in all of Ireland. Also, it's completely closed off from the actual pub. So you have a door that leads in, and then to get into the pub, you have the main door to go in. So it's very private.
Hargadons was built in 1868. The name over the door have operated the pub from about 1914 onwards. So it's still owned by the same family, which is quite unique.
And do you have a favourite part of the pub?
I think we're kind of sitting in it. This is a pretty unique snug. You're right on Sligo's main shopping street, yet closed to every other part of what's going on around us. It's a really kind of a cultural cul-de-sac, perhaps.
Tell me this, what do you love about Sligo? Why do you think Sligo is special?
I think we're pretty unique in that we discovered a long time ago that we were not a big city, but we were a small town, and we decided to make use of our small town. Everybody knows everybody in Sligo. It's pretty terrific. There's a really nice community, there's a really nice sense of welcome.
I think I found my favourite pub in Sligo. It's like one of those special ones that really, really stands out. It's McLynns. It's the oldest family-run pub in Sligo town. Just wait until you see this. Where are we now?
The original bar, the far side, was a traditional grocery store. So this would have been the general place where would have been men only at the time.
So if the women weren't sitting out on the bench out there, they were in here. Actually, a great little snug to rent out with your friends.
The Guinness kegs would have been just brought in off the street, put down here, rolled up in between this little gate in the bar and stored behind the bar and served directly from it.
And you have music? I've seen some
Yeah,
videos of
music 5 days a week, traditional twice a week. Sort of like a folk session and just a sing-song or like a general session on a Saturday. This poster dates back from 1895 by Guinness, when you got a sort of a label to bottle your own Guinness.
Yeah,
So that's my grandfather's name there, Daniel McLynn.
When it comes to Sligo, what do you think makes Sligo so special?
Well, Sligo's a bit of everything really. It's quite a close town to get around. You don't have to walk too far, you can park your car, you can walk around all the restaurants and pubs within 10-15 minutes. Then just outside it, you've got all the beaches, you've got the mountains, you go hill walking, surfing, cycling, all within 20 minutes, I would say.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. This is probably the most recommended pub, but also the hardest pub to get in touch with because they don't have an Instagram. But we got lucky and someone put me in touch with the barman. This is Shoot the Crows, also known as Shoots. 150 years old this year. First of all, the pub is it's like slanted. See this partition? It's coming out of the wall. It also apparently has the best pint of Guinness. This must be packed.
Yeah, does a good trade.
This is a very special thing. 2 toilets. For the ladies who want to be together. You don't see that in many pubs. And then they also have a back area with a fire. I'd probably sit there. If I was going to sit anywhere, I'd sit here. This is the story behind the name Shoot the Crows. Crows in the 1930s, a grey crow was a pest for the farmers. People would go and shoot them. They get rewarded. They come into this pub to collect their bounty, and then the owner of the pub will go down, get their bounty. So that's why it's Shoot the Crows. So David, tell me, Otto, what is it?
Otto is a restaurant where we serve Neapolitan pizzas and European-inspired small plates, along with a really, really nicely curated wine menu and a cocktail range, which is fantastic. So we're open about 2 years and it's been going great.
Great. And do you have a favourite pizza on the menu?
Favourite pizza is probably the most popular pizza is the pepperoni, hot honey and burrata. Everyone goes for it, so it's been a big seller.
I love pizzas and my mouth is watering. Okay, amazing. Couldn't help but notice, obviously, the oven as soon as you walk in.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's Forno Floriani. It's made near Florence. Yeah, they assembled it in a box. We done a video call with them where we picked out the tile and it arrived literally in a crate. We had to take the shop front off the restaurant and we drove it in here with a teleporter. I've left it down there and it sat there in a box for a good few weeks until we were ready to open, and then we broke it out.
Yeah. Do you have a favourite pizza?
I like spicy pizzas. I like the Nduja honey pizza. I don't like a pizza with too much on it as well, so that's the perfect one for me. Sweet and spicy. A little bit of garlic aioli.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And also, we are actually staying upstairs here, so if you're looking for somewhere to stay, come here for pizza and then you can stay upstairs. Perfect. I'm Cassie. How are you doing? Lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for having us.
You like this?
Okay, well, I think I'll like it. I love it from the outside. Okay, so first of all, how old is this pub?
Cassie B. Hopkins is for Belle Hopkins. The lady herself, she's a legend in Enniscrone. They came here in the 40s and sadly she passed away in 2012, but she's part of the fabric of Enniscrone, of the public house business in Enniscrone. It dates back to roughly around the 1940s.
1940, okay. It's gorgeous.
All of the pictures have a local connection. Like this is Belle and her brother Brian. He spent his life, both of them, they lived upstairs, separate rooms.
You own the pub across the road as
Yes,
well? Yeah, great.
yes, we
So
own Gilroy's as well.
hop into the 2 pubs if you're in the area. What's your favourite part about this pub?
I just love the history and the simpleness of it. There's no phones, there's no television. Even our background music, it's turned on once every now and then. It's the simplicity. It's a real pub as they used to be.
That's like a huge snug at the back.
Well, this was a snug.
Oh, was it?
This doorway was only put in recent times.
Okay.
So when the ladies wanted to come into the pub, they had to knock on the hall door, come down the hallway, be met by Belle, brought down the hallway and into the snug. This was a little hatch with the glass thing in front of it here.
Okay, it's gorgeous. It's also a really nice size pub.
It's beautiful.
It's just like the perfect size.
I love it, Cassie. I have to say it. It's just, I was reared in the pub game in Roscommon originally.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
And I just remember all of this. I remember shelves like that. I just remember the simpleness of it. This was the kitchen part. This was the kitchen table and chairs were here. And then just the accommodation was upstairs, 1, 2 bedrooms, I think, and a little bathroom.
It reminds me of Kennedy's in Dingle. Why do you love Sligo? Why do you think it's special?
We were brought as children to the caravan park down at the bottom of the town.
Yeah.
And that's where our love developed of Enniscrone. It's simple living.
Yeah.
If you want to go shopping, go to Galway or go to Sligo or go wherever.
Yeah.
But if you just want to come and relax for a very relaxing break, beaches down there, beautiful restaurants, nice pubs, fabulous hotels.
Amazing. I heard Amble playing when we walked in. I believe someone from Amble is from this area?
So Ushing is actually not too far away from here. He's only about 3 doors up the road from here. It's an absolute privilege to have him from Enniscrone. He's a credit to Enniscrone. He's a credit to his mum and dad. He's class. He's put Enniscrone on the map and he's done such great things for Enniscrone.
Was this pub in one of the videos?
The late 1960s, 1970s, a man by the name of Stephen Battle went back on his old father's video recordings. The late Tommy Battle just passed away. He had old videos of the whole village of Enniscrone. And in the video, The Rarest Hour from Amble, they've actually put together some class footage. And this pub was actually in it. in the late 1960s, 1970s, so it's absolutely brilliant.
What do you love about the pub?
I just love the homely effect of the whole pub. It's just absolutely beautiful. Like there's some man or woman sitting in the corner and having a conversation with them and telling me old stories about how the pub used to be, and it's beautiful.
If you had to go one place, or you had to tell someone to go one place in Ireland, where would that be, and not from where you're from?
I would say Dick Max in Dingle. I was there during the summer and it's beautiful, it's class.
Yeah, lives up to all the hype, doesn't it?
Of course it does.
You can't go wrong. If you don't like Dick Max, I don't think you'll like any of this. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Thank you for coming down.
Cheers to Enniscrone. For coffee lovers, Rover Coffee Lab, they roast the beans in the back.
Basically, we're trying to showcase how much the coffee is changing all the time. So it's a big seasonal thing. This is our production machine, so it's fully electric. It's called the Rust P3000. We waited about 2 years to get it, so we had delayed this whole thing just so we could work with this machine.
I'm so glad we popped in.
Yeah, thanks very much for coming in.
It's called Rover?
Rover Coffee Lab,
Rover Coffee.
Yeah.
Very, very friendly staff. So, coffee lovers, this is where you want to visit. I love when you find these kind of things around Ireland. So we just found the car park, which is just through an arch on a main street. And this is how you pay for parking. Oh, let's go into the inn. We went into the man earlier, he's sitting in there with the stove. There are cars now, thank you very much. It's just hilarious the way you can buy eggs on the side of the road. I don't think it ever gets old when you're driving around Ireland and there's a little fridge. You can get 30 eggs for €7, half a dozen for €2. Okay, so I left €3. Great, we have some eggs from Ben Bulbin. Well, I've never gone to an airport specifically to have brunch, but if you want a really good brunch with a gorgeous view in an airport that is not really properly used, it's used for rescue helicopters and private jets, I would definitely recommend coming here. This is Blackbird in Strandhill. I don't even know how I'm going to eat this, but here we go. Delicious. Well, this is a pub with one of the most beautiful views in the whole country. Look at that view. Stunning. This is the beach bar in Aughris in Sligo. I asked the owner how old the pub actually is, and he said they don't know, they don't have the record, so it's over 200 years old. And I hear they do a delicious seafood chowder. I find seafood chowders quite heavy, but when you find a light one, they're sensational. It's so delicious. That was so lovely. The fires, the open lit fires, so cozy in there. The chowder was delicious. If you like a seafood chowder, that has to be one of the best. Also, the whole setting, it's like you're sitting in someone's home, a lovely cottage. What a recommendation, thank you. We tried to make it to as many places as we could. Of course, we didn't make it to them all. Do let me know in the comments any places we need to visit next time we're in Sligo, and thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. I'm going home.